Margie's with us in Seattle. Hi, Margie. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Good. How can I help?
We're on baby step 2, and my husband got served with a summons for bad debt. And so after talking to some debt relief attorneys, like 4 of them, they suggested bankruptcy.
Okay.
And we're about $34,000 in debt and credit cards, and we have like a $11,000 loan on our car, and about $100,000 worth of student loans combined.
Okay.
And
what's your household income?
bankruptcies, about $28,000 a year. Yeah.
Okay. Who's not working?
Me.
Why?
My daughter is at home with COVID and everything, and my anxiety.
Your daughter is how old?
7.
And are you being treated for your anxiety?
Yes.
Okay. In what way?
Therapy. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let me give you a couple of facts that we can walk through, and then let's try to figure out how to help you, okay?
Okay.
Fact number 1, student loans are not bankruptable. Okay?
Yes, I know
So after bankruptcy, you will still have $100,000 in student loan debt.
Yeah.
Fact number 2, your household income is $28,000. Y'all are starving to death. And bankruptcy will not fix your income problems. Okay? So after bankruptcy, we get rid of credit card debt. And by the way, you don't have a car anymore, or you still have a car payment, one of the two. If you don't give up the car, you still got the $11,000 in car. So really, when it gets down to it, if you're going to keep the car and reaffirm it, it's called in a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, then you would have $33,000 in credit card debt is all you're bankrupting.
Yes.
And who served you? Which credit card?
The credit card was Credit One Bank.
Okay. And how much do you owe them?
$1,006.
Okay. All right. All right. The third fact is that debt relief attorneys are generally not debt relief attorneys. Generally, what they are is bankruptcy attorneys. And if you ask a bankruptcy attorney if you're bankrupt, that's like asking a dog if it's hungry.
Yeah.
So the advice you were getting from a quote-unquote professional was self-serving advice on their part. So these are the things that are disturbing me. So we're getting advice from people that are, want you to file bankruptcy because it's what they do. They're a hammer, so everything's a nail. If you're going to keep the car, we're not filing bankruptcy on very much, and really $1,000 is all that's triggering this, and you have a household income of $28,000, which is less than half the annual income of the typical household in America. And so I'm not shaming you. I'm just saying you guys have an income issue. I've been there myself. 1 year in my life, I made $6,000, okay? So I know how it feels. It ain't no fun. What's your husband do for a living?
He works at a car dealership.
Doing what?
He's a porter. Driving cars.
Driving cars. 40 hours a week?
Well, on average right now, 33.
Yeah. And how old are you guys?
In our 40s.
Okay. All right. And so for me to help you have a good life a decade from now, I want to be able to paint a picture that gets rid of not only the immediate stress of this lawsuit, but also gets rid of $100,000 worth of student loan debt and allows you all to have the freedom. Can you imagine? Can you even for a second wrap your brain around what it would feel like in your home if you guys made $60,000 a year and had no debt?
I can. I
That's what,
envision it.
yeah, that's where I want you to go. And that's where my mind takes me on answering your question when I start gathering the pieces of information up. But there's a lot of things that are going to have to happen for us to live that dream together, okay?
Mhm.
And I am not a mental health professional, and I do know that anxiety is real, and I am not qualified to tell you when and if you can go back to work or what you could do. But I am qualified to tell you that your family needs income. And I am qualified to tell you that 33 hours a week is not enough to work when your family's just broke. Your husband needs to get 6 more jobs, especially since the one he has kind of sucks. Is that being mean?
No, but I mean, it's a step up from where he was before. So
That's good.
he's
Then he needs to
yeah.
let's take 2 more steps up. Because he's in his 40s, and when he's in his 50s, I don't want him making $28,000 a year driving cars. Do you?
No.
Okay, then we have to intentionally take some steps up from here, and part of that's cleaning off this debt. Who's got these degrees with $100,000 worth of debt?
None of us.
What did you study?
I did accounting, and I transferred schools, so my credits didn't transfer, so I had to start all over, and so that's kind of made it difficult
Yeah.
at one point. And
What was the
my
last
husband
job
went,
that you had?
um, administrative assistant.
Okay. Have you ever done accounting in as a vocation?
Yes.
Okay. What did you do?
As an administrative assistant, I did partial accounting.
You helped him keep the books.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay. Because you do know how to do it. You just didn't finish with the degree.
Yeah.
Good. Good. Okay. So there's a possibility you start doing accounting for some small businesses in the area as you're working for yourself and doing that from home where you can keep your anxiety low. Maybe.
Yeah. I've been looking for work from home
Okay.
careers.
Is it
but
the going out
it's hard.
thing that gives you anxiety? What gives you anxiety?
Well, a ton of things. But
Mhm.
as for me getting a job, it's more of the like I'm afraid of letting them down,
Mm-hmm.
like not being able to show up.
Okay. Understand. Oh, I see. So if you had uh, an anxiety attack in the morning and weren't able to go to work, then you'd feel bad about letting them down and probably get fired eventually for doing that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Has that happened before?
Well, it's happened where I haven't been able to go out.
No, but you lost your job as a result?
No,
Okay.
my anxiety came after
I see.
I stopped working.
Oh, after you stopped working.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay. I don't know anything. I mean, Dr. John Deloney's not here to help me with this, so I'm kind of trying to channel my inner Dr. D here. But uh, because I know that what you're facing is real. I do know that, and I'm not questioning that, but I'm trying to figure out a way to get you guys some income coming in. So I would prescribe, no, you're not bankrupt. Just ignore this lawsuit. They're not going to do anything. What are they going to do? Garnish his wages? He didn't make any money. They're not going to do anything. Just ignore them and move on. I would not file bankruptcy. I will put you guys into Ramsey Plus for a year. I'll pay for it. And let's put you into Financial Peace University, get you on a budget. But then your all's part of it is you've got to do some stuff to get your household income up or you're not going to make it.